18 says Bob takes a bank loan of $3,600 to refurbish an old boat that he has, and they're offering him an interest rate at 7%. How much will he have to repay in 16 months? Now, when I read that, you'll notice they didn't say use this formula. You got to figure out which formula to use. Never in any of that wording did they talk about compound interest. So this is simple interest. And they want to know how much does he have to repay? All of it. That's a future value. And that future value formula for simple interest is this one. It's on your handout, the top, sort of to the top of the page. Simple interest future value. And we know that he took out a loan of $3,600. That's his principal. That's how much he borrowed. The annual interest rate was 7%. That's your R. But remember, you'll have to use 0.07. And then here's the fun part. Okay. How much will he have to repay in 16 months? Okay. 16 months. Time is always supposed to be in years. So the question is, what's 16 months? Well, if you take 16 and divide it by 12, because there's 12 months in a year, I'll just grab my calculator here. I'm going to take 16 and divide it by 12, and I come up with 1.333. It keeps going. Okay, that's a problem. I don't want to round off until the very last step, so I'm going to leave it as a fraction of 16/12 because I have that cool calculator that can do the math for me. So A equals, I'm going to put the 3,600 where the P is, and then it's 1 plus 0.07, and then just type in the fraction 16/12. Trust me, it will work. Remember, when you're doing the fraction button, look for the button that's N over D. Put the 16 in on the top, that's your numerator, the 12 on the bottom. And type it in exactly as you see it right here. 3,600. Hit the open parenthesis, a 1, a plus, a 0.07, and then you can use the second set of parentheses or just use the, the little asterisk for multiplication on your calculator. That's fine. And then the fraction 16/12, and then make sure you close it back here. And then hit enter. And if all has gone well, you should get $3,936. Now that's one way to do it. That would be the easiest way to do it because you're looking for the future loan. Now if there had been two questions, like if they had asked you how much interest will he have to pay and what's the total amount he pays back, if they had asked it that way, then I would be looking at the first part is how much interest does he pay. Okay, well, again, this is not a compound interest problem. This is simple interest because they never say the word compound. So I would simply go, well, the interest that he has to pay back is the principal times the rate times the time. The principal is the 3,600. Sorry, it looks like a weird zero. The rate is 0.07, and then the time is 16 out of 12. 16/12 of a year. And when I do the math, that gives me $336. But don't forget, he borrowed this. You can't just borrow it and not pay it back. So you got to add that back, and you get the exact same answer I got a second ago, $3,936. That's the second way that you could work that problem. Either way is legit. The second way I will work it, if they had two parts, if first they said how much interest will he be charged, And then this part B would be how much does he have to pay back altogether. I hope that makes sense.